Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how to crochet slightly pointed ears for your amigurumi cat, pig, or bunny. I'm going to be using Red Heart Comfort 100% acrylic yarn and a 4.25mm or G6 hook. We're going to begin with 6 single crochet in a circle, and we're going to use the amigurumi double ring. Wind the yarn around your finger twice, and you're going to actually single crochet 7 times into these loops, and it'll leave 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. Begin by pulling this tail a little bit. Pick out the loop that moves and pull it from this end as tight as it will go. Okay. And then, once you pull on the tail, the other loop disappears. And there you have your 6 stitches in a row, in a circle. Now, if you saw my amigurumi snake demonstration, the next few rounds are going to be familiar to you. We're going to increase at 2 opposite corners to begin a triangular shape. Use your first stitch here and increase here by 1 stitch. We're going to do that by putting 2 single crochets in 1 stitch. 1, back into the same stitch, 2. Single crochet for 2, 1, 2. We're going to increase again on the 3rd stitch by 2 single crochet in the stitch. 1 and 2, and 1 single crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. 2. That's our 2nd round. And our 6 stitches are now 8. We're going to do this again, increasing at the corners. Start on the 1st stitch, 2 single crochets in the same stitch, and 2. Single crochet in each of the next 3. 1, 2, and 3. Increase again on this corner by putting 2 single crochet in 1 stitch, 1 and 2, and back around the other end for 3. 1, 2, and 3. What was once 8 stitches is now 10, and if you flatten it a bit, you can see it's still looking pretty round. We're going to increase again. 1 and 2, and we're going to single crochet for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Increase here. 1 and back into the same stitch again for 2, and we're going to single crochet 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Flatten it out. Make your increased stitches on the sides. Okay. Now, I've already made one here, so I'm going to compare them, make sure that I'm getting the right width here. And you can count rows here too. First, once it is as wide as you want it, you're going to work on the length. If it's for a cat, you could bind it off right at that corner, that triangular corner, and sew it onto the head. Okay? If it's for a bunny, you'll single crochet around over and over until it's almost as long as you want it to be. For a dog, you might want to continue widening it, or another round before you'd continue. This one's for this pig that I've already begun. So we're going to go one more single crochet round, no increasing, just to give it a little bit of length and to make sure that it's the width that I want it to be before I continue. And we just straight single crochet in each of the stitches. Now we're ready to begin tapering it in a bit. We do that by decreasing at those corners. So once you've done your one round of single crochet, you'll come to your first corner and you're going to take the two cornermost stitches and single crochet them together. Yarn, hook in, yarn over, pull through, leave it on the hook, hook in, yarn over, pull through. You've got 3 on the hook. You're going to yarn over and pull through all 3 of those loops. Single crochet across to the other corner. Okay, you're going to stick that tail in there and do it again. The 2 cornermost loops we're going to decrease. Pull it a little tight there. Single crochet back to the other corner. I think we're going to decrease one more round. And then single crochet across. Decrease at the other corner. And then we are going to just do the last little bit of single crochet here. Almost to the end. Our ear is pretty much finished. We're going to slip stitch this last one. Like this. And bind it off. Cut it, leaving a tail long enough to sew. Okay, I'm going to put it about here. We're ready to sew this one to our ear. Use your yarn needle and just sew it right onto the head. You can choose to sew this opening shut first before sewing it on, or you can just sew it right on. Find the spot that it matches or wherever you want it and just sew it on with the yarn, with the tail. And back again. Doesn't take much. And you're going to weave in your ends. Go right up into the stitching there with your needle so that it kind of gives it some grip, some tension to hold the yarn in place. Okay. Pull it tight. Cut it, puff it a bit, and it just slips right inside there. You won't even see it again. And there you have ears for your little piggy. For bunny ears, you would want to decrease them more gradually. Okay, so that's our ears for a. So that is our tapered ear for a pig. Thanks for watching. I'm going to make another demo right away for curved ears for your bear or bunny.